Okay, so this deep dive is brought to us by Handy Washroom Direct.
Great supporter.
Absolutely. And today we're tackling something you definitely use probably all the time, but maybe don't think too much about: hand dryers. Specifically in commercial spaces like offices or restaurants and staff washrooms.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It sounds a bit mundane, like hand dryers.
Right. You might be thinking, what's there to talk about? But honestly, stick with us. When you actually look into it, the benefits, the technology, the message it sends, it's surprisingly significant for a business.
It really is. Think of this as getting you quickly up to speed on a practical detail that says a lot.
Exactly. So our mission here is pretty clear. Pull out the key reasons why businesses should really consider investing in, proper commercial hand dryers based on what we found.
Let's do it. Where should we start? Maybe with the perception.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think many people still picture those old noisy ones that barely worked, right?
Totally, like a lukewarm breeze.
Yeah. But the sources we looked at are really clear. The tech has moved on massively. The power, the features, it's a whole different game now.
Uh-huh. The materials we reviewed basically say there's virtually no reason for a business not to invest in one these days. The capability is just there.
And it ties into first impressions, doesn't it? That came up quite a bit.
Oh, definitely. It's subtle, but the sources suggest that not having a decent dryer might make customers feel like maybe the business is, I don't know, cutting corners.
Like a small sign of neglect, perhaps?
Exactly. And flipping that, investing in a high-quality commercial hand dryer isn't just functional, it's framed as a way to actually impress your customers. Maybe even attract new ones. It shows attention to detail.
A commitment to quality,
Yeah.
even in the washroom.
Precisely.
And there's a very practical point, too, about reliability. This was interesting.
What was that?
Well, the idea that even if, say, the paper towels run out,
Yeah.
which happens.
All the time, especially in busy places.
Yeah. With a hand dryer, customers and staff will always be able to wash and dry their hands. It guarantees that basic function is always available.
Ah, right. That's basic customer satisfaction, isn't it? Ensuring the essentials work, no fuss.
Exactly. And that leads into the overall washroom experience.
Which can be variable.
Yeah. But the sources consistently highlight how good hand dryers lead to an improved washroom experience. Less mess is a big part of it.
Makes sense. The absence of messy paper towels and cluttered waste bins, that alone makes a space feel cleaner, more appealing.
Definitely. Less trash overflowing, less stuff on the floor. It just looks better, feels better.
And it's faster, too, often. The convenience factor.
Yes. Convenient and time-saving. That phrase popped up. A fast and convenient way to dry hands. It saves time, reduces queues.
Especially important in, busy restaurants or office buildings during peak times. Those little efficiencies matter.
They really do add up. And speaking of adding up, the environmental angle is huge now.
Oh, absolutely. This was a strong theme. Modern hand dryers are positioned as much more environmentally friendly.
How so? Mainly. Less waste.
Yeah, primarily. They reduce waste and paper dramatically compared to towels. And over time, they can lead to lower energy bills, too, depending on the model and usage.
So, less stuff going to landfill, potentially lower running costs. That's a pretty compelling argument for businesses focused on sustainability.
It really is. And consumers notice that stuff more and more,
True. Something else that surprised me was the adaptability.
How they're not all the same.
Exactly. It's not one size fits all anymore. Apparently, most modern commercial hand dryers come with adjustable speed, sound control, and heat settings.
Ah, okay. So you can tweak them.
Yeah. Which makes them suitable for loads of different places.
Yeah.
Like you could turn the sound down in a library washroom or maybe max out the speed on a factory floor.
That makes sense. Tailoring it to the specific environment, that's quite clever.
It is. And then there's the cost, the long-term view.
Right, because the initial purchase might seem like more than just buying paper towels.
Initially, yes. But the sources argue that commercial hand dryers are not expensive when you look at the bigger picture.
Because you stop buying towels, stop paying for waste disposal for those towels.
Exactly. The savings from reduced waste, energy bills, and maintenance needs, plus their generally long lifespan, it adds up. Over time, it becomes the cheaper option.
A more sustainable and economical choice in the long run.
Seems like it. Okay, let's talk hygiene. This is obviously critical.
Always is, but maybe even more so now.
For sure. The big benefit highlighted is improved hygiene because they eliminate the need for shared touch points.
Right, like the lever on a paper towel dispenser or the towels themselves if they're not dispensed properly. Less contact means fewer germs spreading.
And some go even further, don't they?
Yeah.
There was mention of HEPA filtration.
Yes. That's a really interesting development. Some models have HEPA filtration that purifies the air used to dry the hands.
Wait, so it cleans the air before it blows on your hands?
Exactly. And not just that, but it also helps purify the air being dispersed in the room, so it's actively reducing the spread of bacteria in the washroom air.
Wow, okay. That's quite advanced. Just for context, HEPA is high-efficiency particulate air. It's a standard for filters that trap really tiny particles,
Yeah.
like bacteria.
It's a significant step up in creating a healthier environment, moving beyond just avoiding touch points to actively cleaning the air. Paper towels obviously can't do that.
No, definitely not. Okay, one last area we should touch on is accessibility.
Universal washrooms and inclusion.
Yeah, the sources point out that hand dryers are perfect for universal washrooms. Why is that specifically?
Well, for some people with certain disabilities, using a hand dryer can make it easier to dry their hands compared to maybe reaching for or using paper towels. It's about offering options.
So it provides a preference, making the space more inclusive for all individuals.
Precisely. Considering diverse needs and making sure there are convenient solutions for everyone is key to truly accessible design.
Okay, so wrapping this up then. If we boil down what our sources are saying, investing in good commercial hand dryers seems to offer, well, a lot.
It really does. You've got the improved hygiene, which is huge.
Then the long-term cost savings being better for the environment.
A generally better, cleaner experience for customers and staff.
And contributing to making washrooms more accessible. It feels like a strong case.
It does. It really reinforces that idea that sometimes focusing on the seemingly small details can have a surprisingly big impact overall.
Yeah, it's not just a utility. It reflects on the business's standards, doesn't it? Their commitment to quality, efficiency, even just caring about the user experience.
Sends a message, for sure, that they're paying attention to the details that make a difference.
Definitely gives you something to think about. Like
Yeah.
next time you're in a public or work washroom, maybe just notice the hand drying situation.
Yeah, does it feel modern and clean? Or a bit neglected?
Right. Does it add to the experience or slightly detract from it? It makes you wonder how much a simple upgrade could shift that perception.
Certainly food for thought. And if businesses are considering making that switch, well, you can explore a wide range of options and find what fits your needs at handywashroom.com.